Sometimes life is hard, people insult you, situations push you to your limits, and it feels like no matter what you do, the chaos never ends. But what if I told you that you can remain completely unaffected, that you can face the worst life throws at you and still stay calm, centered, and unshaken? Today, I'm going to share 10 powerful Buddhist principles that will show you how to turn insults into opportunities, detach from the negativity around you, and become emotionally invincible. If you're ready to master your emotions and stop letting life control your peace, then keep watching. This is the video that will change everything. 1. Turn insults into opportunities. When someone insults you, don't see it as a reason to feel offended. Instead, view it as a learning opportunity, a moment to practice patience and resilience. Insults often reflect the state of the person hurling them, not you. Use these situations to strengthen your emotional armor. The next time someone insults you, don't react. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? Maybe it's a chance to practice self-restraint or compassion for someone else's suffering. Each insult can become an opportunity to grow stronger. This mental shift not only protects your peace, but also transforms negativity into personal growth. Remember, every difficult interaction can be a chance to cultivate more empathy and patience. By turning insults into opportunities, you disarm negativity and build your emotional resilience. 2. Never let others' words dictate your emotions. Your emotions are yours to control. Never give that power to someone else. What others say about you or to you should never be the deciding factor in how you feel. Your worth and emotional state should not depend on external voices. If someone criticizes you, remember their words are a reflection of their perspective, not your value. By choosing not to internalize their negativity, you remain in control of your emotions and your life. Remind yourself that no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Instead of reacting, reflect on why their words bothered you in the first place. Often it says more about your inner insecurities than about their judgment. When you detach from external opinions, you gain emotional freedom. Protect your peace by keeping control of your reactions, and you'll live more authentically. 3. Demand excellence from yourself. Offer grace to others. Hold yourself to high standards, but be forgiving of others' shortcomings. Striving for personal excellence doesn't mean expecting the same from everyone else. Offer others grace, recognizing that everyone is on their own journey. When a colleague makes a mistake, instead of being harsh or critical, offer them understanding. At the same time, maintain your own commitment to doing your best in everything you do. This balance keeps you from being easily upset by others' actions. When you demand excellence from yourself, you raise your own vibration, while offering grace to others creates a positive, harmonious environment. Compassion for others' struggles doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. Your high personal standards should empower, not alienate. By practicing grace, you allow people to grow without judgment. 4. Transform every interaction into a learning experience. Every person you encounter has something to teach you, even if they are rude or unkind. Approach every interaction with the mindset of learning, and you'll never feel frustrated or wronged. Everyone becomes your teacher when you view life through this lens. Even during a difficult conversation, look for what you can learn. Maybe it's patience, empathy, or the ability to let go. This mindset helps you extract value from every experience, good or bad. When you start to see challenges as lessons, your perspective shifts from victimhood to empowerment. Negative situations no longer feel like obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. Embrace the idea that even unpleasant encounters offer valuable insights into human nature. The wisdom you gain from each interaction strengthens your emotional intelligence. 5. Emotion is temporary, let it pass. Emotions, no matter how intense, are fleeting. When anger, sadness, or frustration arises, remind yourself that it won't last. By allowing emotions to pass through without clinging to them, you prevent unnecessary suffering. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe and remind yourself this feeling is temporary. Emotions are like waves. If you don't resist them, they'll eventually pass, leaving you calm and grounded. Holding on to emotions, whether good or bad, creates attachment, which leads to suffering. By learning to observe your emotions rather than become them, you develop emotional resilience. Let each emotion pass like clouds drifting through the sky. The more you practice this, the more inner peace you will cultivate in your daily life. 6. Become invincible. No one can hurt you. You have the power to decide what affects you. When you internalize the understanding that no one can truly hurt you unless you allow them to, you become invincible. Your emotional well-being is entirely in your control. If someone betrays your trust, instead of feeling wounded, remind yourself that you control how much you let their actions affect your peace. By choosing to rise above, you maintain your strength and serenity. When you shift your focus from others' actions to your reactions, you realize how much power you hold over your emotional state. Emotional invincibility isn't about shutting down. It's about mastering your inner world. Once you stop letting external forces dictate your emotions, you become truly unstoppable. Focus on building internal fortitude, and nothing external can shake you. 7. Master the art of acceptance. Acceptance is one of the most important keys to finding inner peace and happiness. It means fully embracing life as it is, without trying to change or resist things that are beyond your control. When you resist reality, it creates frustration and unnecessary suffering because you're fighting against what's already happening. But when you master the art of acceptance, you understand that everything in life happens for a reason, even if that reason isn't immediately clear. For example, when things don't go the way you planned or hoped for, instead of feeling upset or angry, try to accept the situation as it is. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It simply means making peace with the things you cannot change and focusing your energy on what you can control. The more you learn to accept life's ups and downs, the less you'll feel overwhelmed by stress and disappointment. Resisting only creates tension and frustration, but acceptance opens the door to new possibilities and solutions. Life's unexpected challenges often have hidden lessons or opportunities for growth. Even when things seem difficult, trust that everything will work out in its own time. Embrace each moment, good or bad, as part of your journey. By accepting the flow of life, you'll find more peace and become more resilient in the face of challenges. 8. Find strength in detachment. Detachment is one of the most powerful concepts in Buddhism and is often misunderstood. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about people or situations, nor does it mean becoming cold or indifferent. Instead, it's about finding emotional freedom by not being overly attached to outcomes, possessions, or people. Detachment gives you the ability to engage with life fully, but without letting your happiness depend on things that are outside your control. Imagine you're in a situation where things aren't going your way, perhaps at work, in a relationship, or with your personal goals. Instead of getting frustrated or upset because the results aren't what you wanted, detachment allows you to step back, see the bigger picture, and not let the outcome control your emotional state. This doesn't mean you stop trying or striving for success. It means that your peace of mind is no longer tied to whether or not things work out exactly as planned. Detachment helps you remain balanced in the face of life's unpredictability. By practicing detachment, you stop allowing external circumstances to dictate how you feel. For example, if you're deeply attached to receiving praise or approval from others, your mood may constantly fluctuate based on how people treat you. But when you detach from needing that validation, you become emotionally independent. You can still value positive feedback, but your self-worth doesn't hinge on it. Detachment is also key in relationships. When you love someone, it's natural to care deeply about their happiness, but detachment helps you maintain your own emotional well-being. It means not becoming so dependent on someone else's actions or feelings that you lose your sense of self. This doesn't mean withdrawing emotionally. It means loving without clinging, helping without over-controlling, and giving without expecting anything in return. In daily life, you can apply detachment by focusing on your efforts rather than the results. For example, if you're working toward a goal, put in your best effort, but don't get overly attached to the outcome. Whether things turn out as expected or not, you'll be at peace knowing you did your best. Detachment helps you accept any result without feeling devastated or overly elated, keeping you grounded no matter what happens. Detachment also extends to material possessions. In a consumer-driven world, it's easy to become attached to things, cars, clothes, gadgets, thinking they'll bring lasting happiness. But material possessions are temporary. Detachment helps you enjoy what you have without being enslaved by the need for more. When you're not attached to your belongings, you experience more freedom because you're no longer worried about losing them or always wanting something better. To practice detachment, start by observing your emotional reactions. When you feel upset, ask yourself if you're overly attached to something, a specific outcome, someone's approval, or even a material object. By consciously letting go of that attachment, you reclaim your emotional freedom. This doesn't happen overnight. Detachment is a practice that requires awareness and patience. Over time, though, you'll notice that you become more resilient, less reactive, and more at peace. Detachment allows you to engage with life fully, but without becoming controlled by it. It's the balance of caring without clinging, striving without stressing, and loving without losing yourself. When you find strength in detachment, you create a space where peace and contentment can thrive, no matter what life throws at you. 9. Make self-care your top priority. Self-care is not a luxury or something to do only when you're burnt out. It's a daily practice that's essential for maintaining your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. When you prioritize self-care, you're actively building a strong foundation for your peace of mind. It's important to understand that taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. If you're not functioning at your best, it becomes difficult to take care of others, be productive, or handle life's challenges with a calm and balanced mindset. Making self-care your top priority means regularly carving out time for activities that recharge you, reduce stress, and promote overall well-being. This can include simple things like eating nutritious meals, getting enough sleep, or taking time to exercise and move your body. Physical self-care is often overlooked, but it's directly linked to how you feel emotionally. When your body is tired or neglected, it's much harder to manage your emotions and stay calm in stressful situations. Equally important is emotional and mental self-care. This could mean engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, like reading, spending time in nature, meditating, or practicing mindfulness. For many people, daily meditation or mindfulness practices are key ways to center themselves and maintain clarity amidst life's chaos. Meditation allows you to quiet the constant chatter of your mind, release built-up tension, and reconnect with your inner peace. Even just a few minutes a day can have a profound impact on your ability to stay calm and grounded. Another crucial aspect of self-care is setting boundaries. Many people experience stress and burnout because they don't know when to say no. They overextend themselves, often to please others, and end up feeling overwhelmed or drained. Part of making self-care a priority is learning how to protect your energy by saying no to things that don't serve you. This might mean declining social events that exhaust you, reducing time spent with negative or draining individuals, or cutting back on commitments that don't align with your values or well-being. Self-care also includes paying attention to your mental health and taking steps to manage stress before it becomes overwhelming. This might mean seeking help when needed, whether from a therapist, coach, or trusted friend. Talking about your feelings and challenges is not a sign of weakness. It's an essential part of caring for your mental health. Whether you journal, seek counseling, or simply talk to a supportive loved one, expressing your emotions can prevent them from building up and causing emotional turmoil. Self-care is highly individual. What works for one person may not work for another. The key is to find activities and routines that help you feel balanced and rejuvenated. Some people find peace in hobbies like painting, gardening, or cooking, while others may find self-care in structured activities like yoga or running. It's important to regularly check in with yourself and ask, what do I need right now to feel more centered? By listening to your body and mind, you can tailor your self-care to meet your needs. Incorporating self-care into your daily routine also means practicing compassion for yourself. So often, people push themselves too hard, set unrealistic expectations, and are overly critical of their own mistakes or imperfections. True self-care involves being gentle with yourself, allowing for rest when you need it, and recognizing that it's okay not to have everything figured out all the time. It's about balancing your drive for achievement with the need for rest and recovery. When you make self-care a top priority, you become more resilient in the face of life's challenges. You are better equipped to handle stress, maintain a positive outlook, and approach difficulties with a clear and calm mind. Think of self-care as the foundation of a house. When the foundation is strong, the house can withstand storms and external pressures. But if the foundation is weak or neglected, even small challenges can cause it to crumble. By consistently caring for yourself, you're not only protecting your own well-being, but also creating space to be more present and supportive for the people you care about. When you're rested, centered, and in touch with your needs, you can show up more fully in your relationships, work, and life. Prioritizing self-care isn't about escaping responsibilities. It's about making sure you have the energy and emotional space to meet them without losing your own peace of mind. So, make self-care a must-have part of your routine. Whether it's by meditating, setting limits, doing things that bring you joy, or just resting when you need to, self-care helps keep you steady, healthy, and emotionally strong. 10. Tap into the life-changing power of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the strongest tools for changing your mindset and your life. It moves your focus from what you don't have to what you already do, and it can quickly shift your view from feeling lack or negativity to feeling abundance and positivity. Gratitude isn't only about saying thanks for the good stuff in life. It's about building a real sense of appreciation for everything, even the hard times and setbacks you face. When you make gratitude a regular habit, you train your brain to find the good in every situation, no matter how hard it might be. Gratitude can completely shift the way you deal with challenges. For instance, when things don't go as planned or you're facing a rough time, instead of staying stuck on the problem, change your view by asking, "What can I be thankful for right now?" This small question can help you see the bright side, even if it's tiny, and bring your focus back to the good in your life. This change in focus doesn't mean you ignore your problems, but it helps you deal with them with a more calm and hopeful mindset. Gratitude also deeply affects your mental and emotional health. Research shows that people who practice gratitude often feel less stressed, sleep better, and have stronger relationships. When you show gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that lift your mood and boost your overall happiness. This isn't only about big life events. Even small, thankful moments, like enjoying a warm cup of coffee or hearing a kind word from a friend, can improve your mood and ease anxiety or stress. One of the best ways to practice gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 to 5 things you're thankful for. These can be big things, like your health or family, or small moments, like watching a nice sunset or finishing a task at work. Making this a daily routine helps train your brain to notice the good things in your life, which makes it easier to stay strong during tough times. Over time, this habit changes how you see the world, helping you feel more positive and less affected by negativity. Gratitude also helps you grow closer to others. When you show gratitude to the people around you, whether it's for their support, kindness, or just being part of your life, it strengthens your bond with them. Gratitude creates a sense of appreciation and acknowledgement that often leads to more honest, open, and caring relationships. It can turn normal conversations into meaningful moments and can even help heal tense relationships by focusing on what you value in the other person instead of what bothers you. Another powerful part of gratitude is how it helps you make peace with the past and feel hopeful about what's ahead. Many people deal with regret or self-doubt because they focus on what they've lost or what didn't go well. Gratitude helps let go of those heavy feelings by shifting your focus to the growth and lessons you gained from past experiences. Even tough or painful moments can teach you something important or help you grow. When you're thankful for the lessons, you can feel more at peace with your past and more positive about the future. Gratitude also helps you stay grounded in the present and be more mindful. Often, we're so focused on what we want or what's missing in our lives that we forget to appreciate what we already have right now. Practicing gratitude helps keep you grounded in the present, reminding you that there is beauty and worth in this very moment. It stops you from falling into the if-only mindset, if only I had more money, or if only I had a better job, and instead helps you see and value the good that's already in your life. Gratitude also builds your emotional strength. Life will always have highs and lows, but when you develop a thankful mindset, you're better able to recover from tough times. Gratitude shifts your attention to what's going well, even during hard moments. It helps you face challenges with inner calm and strength, because you understand that no matter what you're going through, there's always something to be thankful for. This change in how you see things makes it easier to get through hard times with patience and grace.